when you work for yourself, your value equals the dollars, and the time doesn't make any sense. Like literally, like I have had 6-figure days. Working for a job, you will never have a 6-figure day. Like where you know what I mean? Like I'm a mompreneur, as you guys can see too.
Yes,
like,
I was gonna say.
like I'm able to do all of these things and still have a very highly profitable business. And
when it comes to like starting your business and like being an entrepreneur, what would you say were some of the major differences that you find in being an entrepreneur versus working in working a job?
Okay, yeah, no, for one, the first thing is you can make a whole lot more money working for yourself than you'll ever make working for somebody.
That is a fact.
Okay.
That is a fact.
Number two, with a job, you're literally exchanging time for dollars. When you work for yourself, your value equals the dollars, and the time doesn't make any sense. Like literally, like I have had 6-figure days. Working for a job, you will never have a 6-figure day. Like where you know what I mean? Like, and so it's like the difference between night and day. Your whole mindset about money and how it works, and want to know how to create assets out of your money, all those things is different when you're working for someone versus having the freedom and having your time back and all those things. And I want to say, like, one of the biggest things that I'm a mompreneur, as you guys can see too.
Yes,
like,
I was gonna say.
like I'm able to do all of these things and still have a very highly profitable business. And one of the things that made me actually walk away from my job is my older children. When I started having kids, when I was working for Uncle Sam, like not Uncle Sam, but when I was working for corporate America, right? And Uncle Sam was taking a lot of my money. Basically, I was missing out on moments like this. Like I was missing out on first words, first walks, first steps, all those things with my kids. And the babysitter would get all that stuff. Right. And then my kids would be attached to the babysitter because they had to go to childcare. Right. And so for me, like, I'm like, no, I want to be able to enjoy those moments. And so I really worked very hard to be in a position to be able to enjoy that moment. And this is like, now it's like, I get to do all this, right? Work for myself and not have to worry about how much time I can take off, to be on maternity leave and whether or not they're going to pay me. I don't have to worry about that stuff. I can make money in my sleep. I can make money while I got my baby on my hip and all those things.
So when it comes to like specifically, I know that, I know that there are different opportunities within government contracting for the trucking industry. What are some of the areas where that you find where opportunities are more available?
Yeah. So first there are contracting opportunities for trucking for women specifically too.
Okay.
So if you're selling to the government, of course, the government spends, like the federal government alone spends just in the past year upwards of $10 trillion, of which 26% is set aside specifically for small business concerns. And upwards of 6% of that is specifically only women can touch, right? And that's just on a federal level alone. So that's over $2.6 trillion on the table for small business as a whole. And on the state and local level, there's even more money, included in that. And so when it comes to trucking, the different types of opportunities, you may see things for like hauling long, like freight, trucking and freight, like long distance freight, short distance freight. There's things for like refrigerator trucking.
Right.
Anything like with construction and like delivering things with trucking, renting out your trucks. Like there's so many different, there's trucking administration, there's logistics, there's so many different services when it comes to trucking that you can position yourself to win contracts with when it comes to government contracting opportunities. And the opportunities are like limitless. Yeah.
Wow. So how would someone who is a woman go about finding these opportunities?
Yeah. So definitely every agency basically have a procurement database on their website where they're posting opportunities. But also like I have a 5-day challenge where I actually show you how to look for those opportunities and see what they're spending and all those things. So if you want to like get pre-qualified and actually walk away qualified to sell to the government, know how much they're spending on your stuff, know what agencies are actually spending and they're looking for you. I would invite you to join the 5-day challenge. It's govconchallenge.com. So that's govconchallenge.com. And in the 5 days, you will know exactly how much money is on the table for you and how to position and market yourself to the government.
Can you walk us through really quick, like what those 5 days would look like? So like day 1, we're going to learn about this. Day 2, do you mind giving us a little bit of that?
So let's see. Let me see. Actually, let me pull up my notes on that. So, but I can tell you, let me see. I can tell you that in day 1, we actually go through the checklist of business foundation documentation that you will have to have as a business owner in order to sell to the government. Because most people, most small business owners are not as organized or ready to sell to the government as they may think. So there's a list of documentation. So we help you set the right business foundation. That documentation includes things like your articles of incorporation, your operations agreement, things like your bylaws, or if you're a sole proprietorship, like your fictitious business name statement, your EIN. And it's a whole list of things that we help you understand what you need and why you need them. So in day 2, we basically go through unlocking $1 million services. And what I mean by that is we show you how to take your industry or your service that you provide and add additional components to where now you have multiple streams of income within your single business. For example, I can show you exactly how a child care provider can get paid at least 5 different ways by the government. So typically a child care provider get paid to watch kids, but when it comes to government contracts and they have contracts for that, you can get paid for the daycare service, the after school care service, for the nutrition services, because you're feeding the kids, for the tutorial service, if you're doing like homework sessions with them, for the mediating services like peer-to-peer counseling if the kids live in multiple households and there's conflict between the parents and now you're stepping in to mediate, for photography services for those daycares who take pictures of the kids. And so we show you exactly how to unlock those multi-million-dollar streams of services within your business in day 2, right? So that's very powerful.
And most people don't even know. Amazing. I would love to hear like how to unlock the different streams that could come in within the trucking industry, because absolutely. There's so many different aspects of trucking.
Exactly.